We literally have unlimited power. Question of the day. Which format in all of Magic, Paper, or Arena have you played the least of? Let me know in the comments below. Ladies and Gentlemages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Fruit Loops, not Toucan Sam, but we do have the Grinning Ignus. This laughing little sucker, I'll tell you what, this should be a goblin, because it is super, or a troll, it's super trolly, but this deck has been kind of established in Alchemy for a hot second, but I do want to make a little bit of a deck here, again with the Cabaretti Revels. I've used this card a bunch of times, huge fan of it, it is absolutely insane. So the Grinning Ignus can actually become an unstoppable loop. So what you can do with Birgi, every single time you cast something, it's going to add one red source, so that is going to allow you to keep going infinite with this Grinning Ignus. It's a very simple combo. As long as you can do this or use the Racketeer Boss whenever this enters the battlefield, you're going to give this perpetually gets a treasure token when it comes out into the battlefield. So again, that is going to be another way that you can do an unbreakable loop. But you know, you can, even if you can do like a loop forever, there is a timer. So we do need a win condition, and the win conditions are, well, the first one is Devilish Valet. So whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield, just double its power. If you can just keep like flickering the Grinning Ignus, the Devilish Valet literally has unlimited power, so that is absolutely insane. And then we have Dina the Soul Steeper. Every single time you gain life, each opponent loses a life. And with the Lunarch Veteran and the Prosperous Innkeeper, that is no problem. We're just going to sip them until they die. It's absolutely wonderful. And the last is going to be Goro-Goro. And with all the life gain, you can keep the Voice of the Blessed and the Trelasarra and just raise them to the high heavens and then give them haste with Goro-Goro, and then that's a one-turn kill, baby. So many things you can do. Inquisitor Captain is just like a good card. It doesn't really, well, it helps out seek out the Birgi and whatnot, but this is the deck mainly just going to be getting into the Cabaretti Revels and just trying to do like a one-hit KO. It's going to be really fun, and it's really busted, I'll tell you that right now. But before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this, helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Jansur, how are we doing here? We got the answer for Jansur. Let's see what we can do here. Always tricky with the Lunarch Veteran and the Voice of the Blessed, because if you want to play them boom boom one back to back like that, you kind of take away your other things. But we do have the Sundown Pass. Oh, excuse me. So I think we can definitely do that. I don't think it's that bad here. Let's go ahead and drop this, get our Lunarch Veteran, try and get into the Voice of the Blessed. We do have this Devilish Valet. I'm only running one of the Devilish Valet because I think that if you can loop the Grinning Ignus with the Devilish Valet, it's pretty much unlimited power, right? So they're running Rangers class. I have never been a fan of Rangers class, but hey, to each their own. Yeah, I think we can afford to go double white here. I know I said that earlier in the match. Usually you don't want to, and I'm going to hold true to that. I don't think you want to most of the time. But in this case, I think we're just going to do that. I think we're going to drop the Devilish Valet next. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. There's still lots of things that could happen. So let's see what you want to do here. The Rangers class to me just kind of, oh, they're swinging in. All right, we're going to let you go through. We're going to let you go through. We've got plenty of life gain in this deck, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm a little bit nervous about the Jukai Liberator, that snake that ninjutsu's in. That means they would lose their wolf token, so I don't know if they really want to do that either. Let's see what they got here. Still just chilling here. Inscription of Abundance. They're just going to kick this up to a 4/4, and then they're going to fight our Voice of the Blessed then with a Blizzard Brawl, or yeah, it's okay. Kind of weird. You'd think they would have done that in the first place. Well, I guess not, because they could have used the Inscription of Abundance at sorcery speed, so I guess I understand that. Let's go for the Sundown Pass, and instead of the Grinning Ignus, I think we're going to go for the Devilish Valet. Or should we not? Should we just drop the Ignis, and then we can go for Valet? Let's keep the Ignis away. I don't think we have to use that right away. So we actually have this, and I'm going to swing in here. So this Devilish Valet is an immediate threat. We can go for Inquisitor Captain and get 2 more creatures, and then just kind of bump up its power. So, ooh, okay, so here we go. We're going to kind of race here. So, down to 12 we go. Okay, you want to play? You want to play? We can play. We can play. We actually don't have any green cards, so we don't need the Overgrown Farmland right this second. Should we go for Grinning Ignus, and then we can play it again, swing in with the Devilish Valet, or should we just go straight for the Inquisitor Captain? I think we're going to go for the Inquisitor Captain for now. We're still going to get 2 different triggers from the Devilish Valet, and we get to gain a little bit of life, so we get the Birgi, and, ooh, it actually doesn't even really matter. I guess we'll go with the Racketeer Boss, just because that, even if they remove the, so if they fought the Birgi, we couldn't get the loop going, but we do get the loop either way this way, if that made sense. So if we had the Birgi and they got rid of the Birgi, we wouldn't be able to loop the Grinning Ignus. But because the Racketeer Boss, this just comes out with the treasure token no matter what. And as long as we have the Devilish Valet and this Grinning Ignus that has a treasure token every single turn, we literally have unlimited power. So hopefully, I don't think they can, yeah, I don't see how they could really do enough damage here. You have 14 life. Let's see what they want to do here. Do they want to get rid of the Devilish Valet? Because I think that is our win condition. The Devilish Valet is literally our win condition, and I'm getting pretty excited here. If they don't find a way to get rid of it, we are going to literally give our Devilish Valet unlimited power. So our opponent is kind of roping here. Come on. There it is. So Lupine Harbingers. Okay, so they're going to swing in here, and we're going to have to block at least something here. Like the Captain, these have trample, so we'll go ahead and do this, I guess. Should we just double block? I don't think it really matters here, because as long as they can't kill us here, we can actually let this go through, right? Just 12, okay. They give us a your go. Oh, okay. Well, it is our go. Oh, Janser, come on, buddy. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, because now we're gonna do this, and this is gonna be a good time. Oh, we're gonna have a good old time with this. Let's go for the Grinning Ignus. We literally have unlimited power. Look at this. Devilish Valet, and we're just gonna keep doing this. And we're gonna do it again. And we're gonna do it again. And we're gonna do it again. And the Devilish Valet, let's see how high we can get the Devilish Valet. Oh, they don't even do it. Hey, it's your go. Good game. Doran Bacon, how you doing? How you doing? Let's go ahead and keep this. Pretty good. It's a little slow, but we are on the what's that word? We are on the draw. So yeah, definitely not ideal. Not ideal at all. As long as we have this Lunarch Veteran, it can save us on turn 1. So maybe we won't get just blown out of the water here. Ooh, the Curator. This card is good. This card is really good. At this point, I think I do want to use this for the untap. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Call out white, and we're going to untap this, because I think that's a little bit more mana efficient. And we're going to go for the Prosperous Innkeeper. So this always becomes what we want to do. We're going to go for the Lunarch Veteran, or do we want to, like, save the mana? I think we're actually just going to play out the Lunarch Veteran here. Gain a little bit of life from the Innkeeper. Small potatoes, but that's okay. Because now we can set up for some cool stuff here. So they're going to keep drawing, because this card is really cool. So you're going to add 1 mana of any color, and every time you cast a new creature spell, which if you are playing the deck correctly, you're going to be having like a ton of different creature spells in your deck. Nothing's going to really share, and then you're going to be able to do that. So we do get the Dina. That is a brick, unless we wanted to go for the Prosperous Innkeeper. And I think we're going to do that. So what do we want to do? Do we want to go for, there's so many things we can do here. It's actually kind of intimidating. I think we can go for Prosperous Innkeeper, use the treasure token for the Dina the Soul Steeper. I think we're going to do that. I really do. So let's gain some life, and with the blacks, we don't have black naturally in our deck, but we do have it with the treasure token, and we're going to start just pinging away at them. So we have 3 different life gain things here. And it seems to me, wait, this thing can't block, right? Can't attack or block, so we actually swing in here. So it seems to be like a little bit of like a noise bug. Not all of the audio is coming through. If that is the case, I do apologize. Binding of the Old God's going to kill our Dina, so that is one of our win conditions, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. So the Abandoned Mire and a Cursebound Witch. Oh, the Cursebound Witch is actually pretty annoying. We do want to get this Devilish Valet out. How do we want to play this? Ooh, we do get the Cabaretti Revels. I'm going to play the Cabaretti Revels. We don't really do anything for an entire turn, which sucks, but it makes our next turns so much more explosive. It's absolutely silly. So now this Topiary Stomper is going to be able to swing in, which is unfortunate. We're just going to take it. We've got so much life gain in this deck that I don't really care about taking small amounts of damage. Bring it on. Bring it on. Hit me with your best. Ooh, okay, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? Dreadfast Demon. That is a little concerning. So at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a non-demon, and then you get another one. Okay. So they're gonna get rid of this Cursebound Witch. I wish this, yeah, I really wish this audio thing was fixed, but okay, we're gonna give him a nice here. Sundown Pass. Okay, how do we want to play this? We can go for do we go for Birgi and then maybe Devilish Valet the next turn? I think we're gonna have to. Or do we go for Trelasarra? That's just not good enough, really. I think we're just going to go for the Birgi. The Cabarettis will pump out one. I think we'll be safe for one more turn. And the Voice of the Blessed is a very, very good snag from the Rebels. We do get, at least worst case scenario, something to block out at least one of these Dreadfast Demons. And we're going to pass. But next turn... Oh, they do have Death Touch now, too. Ooh. Okay. Well, as long as we can stop them from doing lethal, which we have 27 life, so I'm not really that concerned. Plus, these things do have Death Touch, so I'm not going to use the Voice of the Blessed. I'm going to say no. We do take a lot of damage here, and again, that stupid audio is not working, but oh well. Oh, I guess they could have like a Titan of Industry. That would suck. Vivian of the Hunt. Okay.
If you want to scrap, let's scrap.
Let's scrap, baby. Let's do it. What are they going to do here? They're going to mill 5 cards, or are they going to do the sacrifice thingy? This card is really good in this deck because you can pretty much like toolbox your entire deck because you're running a bunch of silver bullets. So they get rid of the Topiary Stomper and they get a 4-drop. Any 4-drop in their deck here. Gelatinous Cube. Okay, so they're going to get rid of the Voice of the Blessed. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, how do we reconcile our differences here? Neverwinter Dryad. I think our only way to win... Because they're going to get rid of this for another Dreadfast Demon. 2 of them. The Grinning Ignus. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. We can go for Valet. Gain 1 red. Oh, I wish we just had one more. I think the Devilish Valet is kind of irrelevant now, right? We could just go for Grinning Ignus. So Grinning Ignus with Birgi and the Cabaretti Revels is pretty much all we're going to need here, right? So Racketeer Boss. We put this on these 2, sure. Hold on, are we going to be able to do all of them is my question. So let's get back to the Grinning Ignus here. We can just keep doing this. Do we go for Devilish Valet? Hold on, am I crazy? Well, let's do this one more time. While we think it over. We get out another Voice of the Blessed, and we have just unlimited loop. I want to see if I can use the Devilish Valet here, though. I want to make sure that I am an idiot, but I want to make sure that I am not that big of an idiot. And we don't even get into it. I think we had unlimited power there. We did, because we have the Jetmir's Garden, the Birgi Red, and then a treasure token from it. So I think we actually did have the unlimited power. Okay. Mitch SP, Game Boy SP, how you doing here? I think we can keep this. We do have 1 green source. Yeah, it's good enough. We don't have the best hand, but this Racketeer, but I don't know. We'll make it work. Maybe. The problem here, maybe this is a mulligan. Maybe we should have mulligan here because the problem is here, if we want to go for this Lunarch Veteran, we can't go into the Racketeer Boss. Ouch. Yeah, I guess so. I guess we'll just get into our Lunarch Veteran. Yes, like I said, the Racketeer Boss does require a green and a red, so that is kind of the problem with this deck. Sometimes you do run into a little bit inconsistent lines of play here. So Lunarch Veteran, there's our Grinning Ignus. The Grinning Ignus is very ignorant, and that's why we love it. I'm going to drop this for green. We do need a green source at some point, and we are not going to swing in here. We'll go ahead and pass the turn, but we're going to be able to get into Birgi and the Grinning Ignus. The Birgi with the Ignus just allows for unlimited loops, but here's the problem. We need a Voice of the Blessed. Another Grinning Ignus. Okay. So, I think we can go for Racketeer Boss. What do we want to do here? Do we want to go for Birgi or do we want to go with the Racketeer Boss? I think the Racketeer Boss is actually a little bit better here, even though it's not as mana efficient. We're going to give both of these Ignis. Yeah, we're going to give both of the Ignis away to get treasure. So I think that's going to be... That's one of the key things. We need to get the Grinning Ignus, the treasure perpetual ability with the Racketeer Boss, or Birgi. We kind of have everything, but here's the thing. We need a Cabaretti Revels or a Voice of the Blessed, something that can really take use of the Grinning Ignus loop. Because otherwise, we're kind of just sitting here kind of awkwardly. We can gain infinite life with the Ignis right now, but we can't really do anything else. Does that make sense? So with this deck, it's kind of a pain in the butt, because like if you do have the unstoppable loop, there's the Voice of the Blessed. That is definitely pretty good here. I think we have to get the Voice of the Blessed out. We could go for the Grinning Ignus, but we only get one treasure token that way, so I think it has to be Voice of the Blessed here, just so that we can just so we can have a way to swing in here. I know it's not great. I mean, they kind of have what we're trying to do, but better. So this Voice of the Blessed can get big and swing. What we want to be able to do is use the Voice of the Blessed, just loop our Grinning Ignus about 500 times, and then just have it so that it can swing in and just kill them in one shot. And then if they do have these Voice of the Blessed, they'll be forced to chump block with at least one of them. Depending... Oh, there's the green. So they probably are going to be able to get the Voice of the Blessed to fly. And if they can fly, that takes away our Voice of the Blessed ability to just one turn kill them. Another Voice of the Blessed. Oh, God. Okay. So let's see if they want to play down another creature. They do. They have the Racketeer Boss. Here's the thing, though. They only have one Voice of the Blessed that flies. This Voice of the Blessed is going to have to chump block. And I'll show you why here in a second. Because if you want to... I mean, if they want to swing with this Voice of the Blessed, yeah, I would definitely swing in with that. It does not matter. Because we do have the Unstoppable Loop. Good lord, we have an Unstoppable Loop now. So this is going to be pretty cool. I'm just going to go straight for the... You want to play this first? I guess so. It doesn't really matter too much here. So now we're going to have the Grinning Ignus. Every time we cast this, we're going to create a treasure token here. And is this annoying? Yeah, it's annoying. It's very fun for us, though. I'm about to have a really good time. So, you can't help but not... This is why it's the Grinning Ignus, because you can't help but grin the whole time. So, we gain a life every time something comes into the battlefield. The Grinning Ignus is going to just keep looping over and over and over, and you gotta love it. It's terrible, it's trolly, it's amazing, but if they have their own combo with this Racketeer Boss, we're probably going to be just out of luck here. But what we want to do is set up so that the Voice of Blessed gets up into 24 power, because when we do that, they have to chump block with this Voice of the Blessed or they just lose. So we're just going to keep doing this over and over and over again until we can get up into 24 power. So what do you want to talk about until that time comes? You can even hear the actual laugh of the Grinning Ignus. It actually has like a laugh, like an animation, or at least the audio does. So, you know, the life gain is nice. The life gain is definitely nice, but the thing we want to do is just be able to get this one turn kill. Unfortunately, their Voice of the Blessed does fly, so we're just going to play through the motions here. Our opponent is probably not the happiest, but I think that our opponent is going to actually be able to do this to us. If they have a Grinning Ignus in their hand, they're going to be able to do this to us, and they're going to have multiple Voice of the Blessed. So... yeah, this is, I think it's funny. I definitely think that they should probably patch this, because honestly, this is a lot of mirror matches, and it's pretty much just like, whichever deck gets into their Grinning Ignus combo first is usually the one that just kind of wins out, which is not really the best for gameplay, but it's funny. To me, this is all just a part of Magic. Some people will be like, oh, you shouldn't play mill, or you shouldn't do these combos because it's whatever. It's like, whether you love it or hate it, it is a part of Magic. That's just kind of my, like, you know, I know they say like, well, that could be an easy cop-out, but like, whether you like mill, these like cheaper type of decks, like, it is a part of Magic, and I think, if anything, it's definitely Wizards' fault rather than the player that's playing it. So if you want to hate on something, you should definitely hate on Wizards rather. But we are almost done with this looping. We have to get up into 24 power with the Voice of the Blessed, just so that we have to force them to chump block at least one of these voices. That is going to be what we want to do here. Almost done. One more. 23. One more here. Okay. Whew. We're going to drop this Ignis. We're going to leave this on the battlefield. A lot of times we want to keep it in our hands, but now that we have 24, that we can at least threaten this. We're not going to just keep doing this forever because that is not helping anybody. So they do have to chump block with this Voice of the Blessed now. So about 3 hours later. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Again, let's say they do have... Okay, so they are going to chump block. We have to get to 24. We're not going to go past 24 because that is just redundant and it doesn't really matter. We're going to pass the turn. We could do this forever until the timer goes down, but that doesn't really help anybody. Oh my gosh, they win. They win. They have it. So I guess we already I'm trying to think, should I let them do it? So obviously they did win. They won. We're going to give them a good game. So they did win, and I'm going to explain why. Because they have got 2 Voice of the Blessed here, they can just do this loop forever. Pretty much what we wanted to do, but because they have 3 Voice of the Blessed, while we only have 2, they're gonna like play us out. So I'm just thinking, so we 100% lost before anyone, like, you know, goes, oh, what do you mean you lost? No, the game's over. But I'm just thinking, what should we do here? Should I just let them play it out? I think we let them. We had them sit through a terrible looping time here, so I think we'll at least give them the due diligence of doing it. For content's sake, you can go ahead and just like skip forward if this is not your thing. But it is what it is. This is the point of the deck. So we wanted the loop. They're doing the loop. This is just showcasing what the loop can do. So we'll let them have their fun. We'll go ahead and just kind of have a coffee break here while they beat our butts open. So all they have to do is get both Voice of the Blessed into 32 power and then just swing in, and then they win because I can only chump with 1. Alrighty here. So what do we want to talk about? How's the weather? Weather's pretty nice here, you know. So it is summer, so it's getting a little bit humid, but let's go ahead, man. I guess we'll do some like show and tell, you know. We got some Astros here. This is really cool when you're on Discord and they're Bluetooth, so you can like do this, and they're like it's always nice, you know. You can like walk around and stuff. So I love the Astros here. Obviously, we got the Gengar mug here. Nice little Gengar mug. At some point, I will get the Magic mug at some point, but I'm poor as absolute sin, so can't afford that now. Let's see what else we got over here. We got the Nintendo Switch, we got the nice little Nintendo Switch action here. It is a cracked screen, if you notice. A little bit of a cracked screen there, which is unfortunate, but yeah, gotta replace the screen protector here. We're almost at 32, so it won't keep you holding off too much longer here. We do have a nice pen. You can write stuff with that. That's really nice. So what else we got here? We got we got a Bulbasaur. Nice little, we'll put it in the green screen area. If you notice here, I got the green screen. So anything that's green, that's over here, will not actually, see, there it goes. Boom, but you put them down here and you can see the Bulbasaur because it's green. I know I've got like a lot of Pokemon knickknacks, which is kind of funny because this is a Magic channel. Go ahead and put you back here. And all right, we are at 32. So the opponent should swing in here. The game is over. I don't know if they, the game is over, so they can just swing in now. Here we go. They're just gonna keep going? Okay, come on. I think I'm not gonna sit here forever until the timer goes down. So I thought that they would probably just swing in. But if they're just gonna, okay, let's say they swing in here, and we can't do anything about that. That is a good game, and that is how the deck is supposed to work. But for us, not against us. Otis, how are we doing here? What is going on, buddy? I am going to keep this. We do have the Birgi and the Grinning Ignus, which obviously the Birgi, we all know what this does. You play this, and then you get the Grinning Ignus, and you get to just keep looping it over and over. So we have all the pieces except for one. We got the Lunarch Veteran. All we need now is kind of like a Voice of the Blessed or a Trelasarra to get that unlimited loop action with the gaining life, getting bigger, and making life terrible for the opponent. So we'll go and drop the Jetmir's Garden. Don't have a white source that we can play untapped for our little Lunarch Veteran here. My dreaded adversary, the Bat. Don't you dare even try and squeak. Don't you dare. I know it's trying. It's trying to. It's the Cursebound Witch. Okay. There it is. There's the squeaking bat. Oh my god, I hate it so much. So I think we're just going to play... Well, yeah, we don't really have a choice here. Well, I'll just play this, just to be cute. Not sure if we'll probably commit to red anyway, but we can't play the second Lunarch Veteran, so... So we almost have the loop. We just need one of these little enabler cards, and then we can start going for Grinning, the Grinning Ignus combo with Birgi, but... Come on, baby. We need something else. Snow-covered swamp. So let's see if they have, like, Deadly Dispute, the Cursebound Witch, whatnot. Okay. So we do have the Prosperous Innkeeper. That is very, very good. Let's go ahead and drop this for red, because we do need the Grinning Ignus to do what it needs to do. So we have the life gain, but that's about it. At a certain point, I don't know if I want to use Birgi for the horn. Nah, I guess that's just not that good. So I guess we'll go ahead and drop Birgi here, pass the old turn, and yeah, we'll be okay. If we can get into a Voice of the Blessed or a Cabaretti Revels, oh, we will be in the money. They're probably going to kill our Lunarch Veteran. Not a big deal. I actually don't really mind that much. Because now they don't get another treasure token, so I think I can live with that. Another Cursebound Witch. Okie dokie. We do get another Lunarch Veteran, just for kicks. Do we want... I mean, doing this Grinning Ignus thing is ignorant here, because it doesn't really work. So I think we'll just drop Lunarch Veteran here. We do gain another red spell, which is nice. A Prosperous Innkeeper here. And we do have a treasure token. So we could pay... Wait, hold on. Yeah, we can pay this for the Grinning Ignus. I think we're going to do this a little bit. So it sucks that we don't have... And they actually just scoop it up. We didn't have lethal, but they don't want us to gain a bunch of life here. So I'm going to take a second here. Kind of just explain. So we didn't have a win condition, but they knew that they were going to have to sit through... Again, I usually don't like to loop it that much. I usually just loop it for like maybe like get an extra 10 life and then pass the turn because we can't actually win. But they didn't even want to sit next to us, but I don't blame you. It's an annoying thing to sit through, so yeah. Jaryard. It kind of reminds me of the Junkyard Dog. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Okay, how do we want to do this? I guess we'll go for Forsaken Crossroads. We have to call either green or red just so we can go for the Racketeer Boss on time. So we'll go for red. That is going to be the only other way that we can play the Racketeer Boss. The Voice of the Blessed, yeah, we need an enabler of some sort, but Voice of the Blessed is one of our cards that we kind of need at a certain point to, like, you know, do the combo, so we'll go ahead and do that. Play green, so we get the Racketeer Boss. And I think because if they are running removal, black runs a lot of removal. We'll go ahead and put this on both these Grinning Ignus. Just in case they use Infernal Grasp on one, we get rid of one, but we always have another one to maybe loop into, which kind of is not the greatest thing here because the Voice of the Blessed can't come out on time, so maybe we should have gotten rid of it. Ooh. Well. I think we do this and then just tell them to go kick rocks and then just have them take one of our cards here. Or do we give them the Voice of the Blessed? It's close. I'm going to say this and then we say decline. Easy decline the second time here. We do get the Cabaretti Revels. Oh, baby. The Cabaretti Revels is just what we need here because now we've got these Grinning Ignus with the treasure tokens attached to them. So we have unlimited Grinning Ignus with the Cabaretti Revels. This is all that we need. Literally all that we need. Oh, goodness. Not even an Undercity Plunder is going to be enough for us. We can get rid of the Voice of the Blessed, and we just decline. Don't care. Take whatever you need, and look at this. Grinning Ignus. We're just going to keep looping over and over and over. Oh, my goodness. You almost feel bad. You almost feel bad. And we're just going to literally play our entire deck. Eventually, they know the drill. We don't have our fun, but it's okay. Good game. Sunsoa. That was like Sammy Sosa, but hell. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. This is a pretty good hand here. As long as you have got like a Cabaretti Revels, you have a shot. This card is so powerful in this deck. It just enables you to do so many different things. And this is actually not Golgari, but Witherbloom. Same colors. You gotta love my favorite color combination. So let's see what Sammy Sosa's got on the old agenda here. We'll go ahead and give him. We'll go ahead and give him a hello. You know, taking their time. You always gotta give. You know, catch more honeys, or no, you catch more bees with honey. So, come on, Sammy Sosa. Oh, and I guess, hey, we already gave them the friendly mulligan hello in advance. That way, you know that we do on this channel. Everyone deserves and needs a friend when you take a mulligan. But Sammy Sosa's taking quite a while here. Okay, no big deal. We'll go ahead and drop our Overgrown Farmland. Be on our merry way. Let's see. Oh, another Racketeer Boss. Card is really, really good. Do we want to go for the Racketeer Boss, or do we want to go for the Voice of the Blessed? I think we definitely just kind of want to get the Voice of the Blessed going. So I think we're going to just drop this for good old Whitey Tidies. Drop the Voice of the Blessed. It's going to take a while for the Voice of the Blessed to kind of get going, but drop the Sundown Pass, and I definitely want to get down the Cabaretti Revels, just so we can start doing all the crazy things that we know that we're going to be able to do with this thing. Oh man, I think this is like the third deck I've made with the Cabaretti Revels, but it's so hard not to because it's just so freaking good. It's so good. So I think what we're going to do now, we actually don't have enough fixed mana to actually do this properly, which is really sad. So I'm going to actually just go for the Racketeer Boss. We're going to be able to get out our Lunarch Veteran. But this one is really sucky. We're going to be able to give these two treasure tokens when they come out, but we're already so behind, and we actually don't have... This white is going to throw us all off, so... Really slow start here, but it's... The opponent has not played a single card yet, so... Forsaken Crossroads, if they have Divine Purge, they can get rid of us. If they don't have Divine Purge, I mean, we might just blow them over here really quick, though. So they gotta be careful here. They gotta at least kill the Voice of the Blessed. So yeah, they're gonna go ahead and kill the Voice of the Blessed. Hopefully we still have something going on. We do the Prosperous Innkeeper, but at this point, we're not looking phenomenal. We're looking okay, but not phenomenal, because... what we can do is just swing in, but we don't have any enablers, is what I like to call them. So I guess we'll just drop the Racketeer Boss. Whatever. But we can only search out these Lunarch Veterans. Yeah, we can gain life, and gaining life's pretty cool, but I mean, I think we're gonna have to keep... I think we're gonna keep these in our hand, because if they wipe the board, we're gonna need at least 2 more Lunarch Veterans with the Prosperous Innkeeper. You know... I'm scared of that board wipe. Hopefully. Sunset Revelry. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. We do get a Goro-Goro. Okay, the Goro-Goro is pretty nice here. Can give everything haste, but that's about it, right? So I think we're just gonna go all out here. Let's go for the Racketeer Boss, and we're gonna be able to give Goro-Goro a treasure token with all these Lunarch Veterans, and then we're gonna give everything haste. So I'm probably not gonna go for lethal here. But I don't want to even take any chances here. So let's go for Prosperous Innkeeper. Creating like a bunch of tokens here. We already have all of our Lunarch Veterans out now. More treasure tokens. And again, we can gain life, but it's not really the best thing here. We actually also can't do the... without a Trelasarra, the Moon Dancer, we're not going to be able to get the dragon out either. But we can't give everything haste. We can give everything haste, and that's... pretty good here. I mean, we are going to try and swing in here with everything. Again, if they block these things out, I don't really care that much. If they block the Lunarch, oh, so they're actually going to double block the Goro-Goro. That is actually interesting. I wish I could do the 5/5, but we can't without the Moon Dancer. But, you know, it is what it is. And we're going to be just short. I actually didn't even do the mental math. I figured that it wasn't going to be enough, but we actually get down to 1. So, Ingenious Mastery. So they're going to be drawing cards. Oh, wow. So they're going to give us more treasure, and we actually have to put this away. We just want to... It doesn't even matter. Kind of a sloppy match, but we get the W. Black Fire Hex. That just screams Rakdos. We'll go ahead and keep this. We do have the... Oh, hello. Hello. We'll give him a friendly hello. We do this Dina Soul Steeper. It's... usually... You want to use it with the Cabaretti Revels or the Prosperous Innkeeper. Because as of right now, it's kind of a brick in our hand. So that's kind of unfortunate. Let's go and drop our Jetmir's Garden. Kind of unfortunate. This is like the slowest start ever. Well, you know, maybe we'll make use of it. These cards are going to also come in tapped. So, Captain Eberhard. That is so interesting. I haven't known to run this card. I really like this card. So we'll go ahead and give them a nice. We'll go ahead and drop this. Can't do anything for right now, but that's okay. So the Captain Eberhard has double strike. Every card they draw is going to cost 1 less. So as you see, the Hound Tamer came out for 2 rather than 3. Interesting. Let's go and drop this. We want to be kind of mana efficient here. So do we drop the Grinning Ignus? I don't think we do. I think it's more important to go for something else, even though this is the most mana efficient thing. We don't really have any ways to gain life, so I guess we just go for the Grinning Ignus, I guess. The Voice of the Blessed and Trelasarra are, you know, they're good when you have a Prosperous Innkeeper or a Lunarch Veteran out, but we don't have that right now. Baruch-Cathar's going to get rid of our Ignus. Yeah, that's a thing, I guess. So down to 13 we go. We would like another land, and we do get it, thankfully. Guess we'll drop this for white, and we can actually just go for double Voice of the Blessed, or we can go for Inquisitor Captain. I think because we don't really have a... Well... I guess we'll go for Inquisitor Captain, trying to get one of these Prosperous Innkeepers or a Lunarch Veteran. So, Racketeer Boss or a Goro-Goro. I guess we'll go for the Racketeer Boss. This way we can make treasures, and then we can get into our Dina Soul Steeper, so that sounds pretty good with me. Let's go ahead and use that and pass the turn. So we got a bunch of 2-drops in our hand now. But with the Racketeer Boss gaining treasure, that's kind of why I don't feel that bad running Dina, because there's a bunch of ways we can get around it without... oh, wow. So they're actually going to commit to going at nighttime. This is actually pretty scary. So this has Trample. This has now got a first strike. Oh my god. This is actually pretty hard. This is actually not a very good spot here. I think we're going to go for the Voice of the Blessed. Create a treasure token. This is not good, though. We can go for Dina. If we cast this, I think we have... It's either we're casting 2 more things here, or we're casting none. Because this thing is going to go daytime, and that's a problem. So I think we're just probably going to eat it. We're going to go Trelasarra the Moon Dancer, create another treasure token, and then drop Dina the Soul Steeper here. So we've already committed to this. This Baruch-Cathar is going to take another one of our creatures here, which is just brutal here. Yeah, it's going to go nighttime or daytime rather, and they're going to steal another creature, which really sucks. They take the Racketeer Boss, which I don't really understand why. I think that's kind of the weakest one. It already did what it's doing. It gives treasure tokens. So I'm going to put out this on here, which sucks. That's double strike. I think we're just going to have to take it. I know it has double strike and everything, but... Oh, God. We have a Jetmir's Garden. What do we even do? What do we even do? We need something else. This has first strike. I think we have to use Jetmir's Garden to cycle. Maybe we get like a Prosperous Innkeeper or something. Rough. Just very rough out here, man. I guess we just dropped the Voice of the Blessed. I kind of want to keep this other Jetmir's Garden just for the cycle ability. How nasty is that? This time it doesn't go daytime, so they don't get another creature out of us this time, but very sad. Very, 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 very sad. And this is just nightmare. Hollow Henge Huntmaster, and it is nighttime. We're gonna give him a nice here. So this thing has trample now. Oh my god, I think we just I think we lose. So this has to... Is there any way we can walk out of this with potentially a win condition intact? I do not believe so. So this has the most toughness. This can do 3. This has... So this is dealing 3. This is dealing 2. So we can survive this way and then keep... This deals 4. This deals 2, so we get left with 1 damage here. This does not have trample. So we'll be left with a Voice of the Blessed and a Dina Soul Steeper. I think, is this like the only way we can possibly even have a chance to win? I think so. Make sure I'm not double... Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And then that is going to take 4. That's going to take us down to 1. And then we have to hope to draw into like a Prosperous Innkeeper. We get the Ignis, but we don't have the Prosperous Innkeeper or anything. So that's going to be it. We can do the Grinning Ignus, but the Grinning Ignus is no longer good. We're going to give him a good game. I like this deck. You know, they kicked our butt with a very off-meta deck, so we'll go ahead and give them a good game. Make them feel really good about themselves, and then just scoop it up. Alrighty here, so we do have a lot of decent parts here. I think we're going to use the Forsaken Crossroads to scry. Yeah, should we go for red? Ooh, I think we might want to go for red just in case we get into something. Take a scry? No way. Voice of the Blessed is a double no-go because we don't have enough white right now. And plus we just need another land in general. So Reinforce Ronin, that is going to be their move, huh? Okay. We definitely have a lot of life gain in our deck, which is a little unfortunate. Now we're sweating because not only do we have to play this in tapped, but we definitely need another land, and looking like this deck is a little aggro. We do find another land, thank goodness. That is nice. Well, let's just go for the Cabaretti Revels. Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and, hand's pretty much fixed. Let's go ahead and slide you down over there. Okay, so Flame Channeler, yeah. Whenever a spell you control deals damage, you can transform it. Oh, Lizard Blades. Lizard Blades is cool, but, we do have those Rebels out. They have to know that we're about to explode on them. Reinforced Roland's going to do some extra damage, but the Flame Channeler does not Digivolve this way. We do get another land, which is very nice. We're going to go ahead and call out white here. Do we want to go for Inquisitor Captain, or what do we want to do here? Let's do the most mana efficient thing, is just to go for Inquisitor Captain, but if we go for Birgi and it survives... If we go for Birgi and it survives, we can just Grinning Ignus over and over. I think we're just gonna go for Inquisitor Captain. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Inquisitor Captain. We do get 2, so we get Prosperous Innkeeper, and then the Inquisitor Captain will also be able to grab something, and we just get another Voice of the Blessed. How wonderful is that? Go up 3. Oh baby, 16 life. Now we got a 4/4 as well. So things were looking kind of bleak here, and now they're looking pretty great. So Molten Impact, oh, that sucks. But okay, hey, at least that puts them in the game. We got a ball game now. So the Embodiment of Flame has Digivolved. And they swing in with this... Ooh, I guess we're going to do this. Let's... Do they have like a shock or something? Oh, okay, play with fire. Yeah, my bad. But I've been playing Explorer, so I'm used to, like, you know, the older cards. Definitely play with fire is strictly better. Wait, shock isn't even legal. Is it? I don't even know. Either way. I guess we'll drop this for green, whatever. Can we... Oh, we actually can. This is actually game over, isn't it? So we have Birgi. Oh, yeah, I feel bad. This is actually game over. I actually did not even realize. But with the treasure token, we're going to have Birgi and this Grinning Ignus every single time. And you already know, baby. You already know. We're just going to keep looping this over and over and over. With this extra red source with Birgi. Just keep gaining life, and eventually we're going to get into either a Dina, well, Dina is actually in our hand, so we can't get into the Dina, but we're going to be able to get into a Goro-Goro, and the Goro-Goro gives everything haste with 1 red, and then we use that with our leftover red from Birgi, so the game is over, unfortunately for our opponents. You know, I mean, at a certain point you do kind of feel bad, but it's not really your fault. It's more Wizards' fault. That's just kind of my opinion. This is the ladder. We are trying to win. You know, I understand it's not, like, you know, healthy gameplay, but Wizards should probably ban this Grinning Ignus. I think this is the kind of the missing link, or not the missing link, it is the link. It is the one that, you know, kind of screws up everything for everyone. But eventually we get into the Goro-Goro, or... No, we don't, no, it's just Goro-Goro, because we have the Devilish Valet, but that's not going to be enough. So even if we don't find the Goro-Goro, it is possible that we time out before we get into the Goro-Goro. And again, I'm really sorry about the audio. I don't know what's going on here, but sometimes that does happen. We'll do this a few more times. We are just waiting for the Goro-Goro. Eventually, the system's going to get so clogged up here that it's going to be a little bit annoying, but I think you can actually just hit the space bar, and that's going to be what we do here, because the scrying is 100% irrelevant. All we're trying to do is just get into the Goro-Goro, which we will eventually. Oh my god, this is actually nuts. Holy Moses. Look how ridiculous this is, though. I mean, like, this is the, like, when was the last time a loop like this has been this prevalent? I actually don't know. So we get, oh my gosh, where's the Goro-Goro? Is the Goro-Goro isn't like in the grave or exile or something? No, it's not. So, we're just gonna keep doing our thing here. I think we'll do this like 2 more times. Eventually, eventually we'll just try and get to the Goro-Goro. Eventually we can just pass the turn. You know what? Let's actually just pass the turn. I think we've antagonized our opponent enough. Content-wise, this is not really the best thing. I mean, you can kind of just see what we're doing here. If we wanted to, or if you wanted to, you can just go ahead and just keep doing this. Oh, I actually forgot I have the Dina the Soul Stipper with the treasure tokens. I am an idiot. So let's go ahead and we actually just have it then. So I am a total moron. We can put our opponent out of their misery now. With the Dina the Soul Steeper, we're going to start doing damage every single time. We don't even need the Goro-Goro. And just look how absolutely insanely ridiculous this is. The Dina has not even resolved yet. Here we go. Finally, we get the Dina to resolve. And we're just going to start gaining life. And we pop them every single time we gain a life. Absolutely ridiculous shenanigans. Like I said, I have been a... If you're new to if you're watching me for the Alchemy content, I have been a die-hard Alchemy truther. I do think that it's an awesome format. And, oh, I accidentally... Oh, I guess we take our damage here. That was actually a misclick. But we get to... we get to just keep doing the Grinning Ignus, and we're going to take out our opponent here. So... Woo! Yeah, we're just going to keep scrying away. Just keep scrying away. And that is going to be it. I can already tell I'm going to get, like, probably the most record amount of downvotes on this video. Just because... just because of the nature of the video. But, I promise I'm not the worst every time. We'll go ahead and submit you. Yeah, sure. So is that going to be it? Or do we have to do this one more time? I think... Ooh, we might have to do this one more time, right? Bang, bang. Down to 4... Get him down to 3. And it looks like we're going to have to do this one more time. One more time. And I guess we'll just go ahead and play the Trelasarra to finish it out, even though it's got the legendary rule. But it does not matter here. Place the Lunarch. I mean, it's just... The shenanigans are just... There it is. There it is. We finally end the game. Good game. And, how you doing, Panda Bear? Let's go ahead and keep this. This is, low-key, a dangerous little start here. You have to be careful with the Voice of the Blessed, because it does cost 2 white. So if you commit to the 2 white, you can really screw yourself up here. So, instead of just going for the Voice of the Blessed right away, I think we're going to do this, and drop the Racketeer Boss. And then we're going to give the treasures to Trelasarra, and the Voice of the Blessed. I guess we could go for Birgi as well, but... No, we're definitely going to have to do this just because we are not guaranteed to get into another land, and we are running Jetmir's Garden. So here's kind of the thing with this deck. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, we do get a land, which is nice. So this is going to be runes. I haven't played runes in a hot second, so... Let's go ahead and place this for white, I suppose. And I think we're going to go for the Cabaretti Revels. It is more mana efficient to do this. But we also go for Trelasarra. Now we're gonna go for the Revels. If we drop the Revels, I think we can really do some crazy stuff. So I'm gonna swing in here. No way they block. They want to get this Kami of Transients all nice and juiced up. Juiced up to the high heavens. Probably taking some steroids or something, because these things can get huge. Just absolutely nuts. Runeforge Champion. Hopefully, we're going to be able to loop right over the silly Naya. Is Naya the best combo colors? I feel like even like in Explorer, even in Standard, there's like Alchemy, there's Naya everywhere for all the combos. So I'll drop this for red here, and now we got the Cabaretti Revels down. We're going to be able to get Lunarch, the Lunarch Cleric, and just start gaining a bunch of life here. So let's go for the Moon Dancer here. And now we create a treasure token. This is so nasty here. The Lunarch Veteran is going to let us scry on top of this as well. We'll get rid of the Lunarch Veteran. We're going to search this out with the Cabaretti Revels. We could go for another Revels, but I don't think it's really that worth it here. Let's just go for the Voice of the Blessed here. So Voice of the Blessed, and we get another Lunarch Veteran. We're just going to get huge here. Racketeer Boss, we already have one. We don't need that. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. But look at this. We're going to scry away. We get the Voice of the Blessed. I think what we want to do is just kind of get into like a Grinning Ignus. So that's kind of what I'm going to search for. We already have a Voice of the Blessed. Do we really need another one? Probably not, but I don't know. Definitely going to swing in here. So, Naya Runes, how do you feel to have met your match? There is a new Naya deck in town. And it's not runes. It's not runes. It is this Cabaretti Revels nonsense. So let's see what you got here. They can go ahead and play a lot, and I mean a lot of enchantments, lots of runes. Hopefully they don't have the life links. Oh, Showdown the Scouts is wonderful. That tells me that they need answers. Oh yeah, they tap out for this too. That is wonderful. That might be your death sentence. Prosperous Innkeeper. I think we can drop the Rebels and then go for Innkeeper. Yeah, let's go for the Cabaretti Revels. That way we'll be able to get our last two Lunarch Veterans here. And we're gonna do a lot. Oh my god, look at this. Woo, baby. Now we get all of this to go off. Voice of the Blessed and the Trelasarra Moon Dancer here. We'll go ahead and get rid of you. We're pretty much looking for a Grinning Ignus. There's our last Lunarch Veteran, and look how much we're going to gain here. We are going to put so much firepower onto the board here. It's going to be just absolutely disgusting. So pretty much just searching either for Inquisitor Captain or a Grinning Ignus. Those are going to be the best things that we can grab here. And that was only round one of our life gain, and Panda just scoops it up, and that is going to be a good game. Titus, how are we doing here? Let's keep this tidy. Let's keep this hand tidy. Go ahead and fix that up. Drop a Jetmir's Garden, be on our way. The Jetmir's Garden is nice because it does add to consistency, but it also kind of slows you down, which is not great. So we do this, have nothing to play until turn 3, which is not... We're not really an aggro deck, we're definitely a combo deck, so it's not really the end of the world. How do we want to play this? Do we want to go for the Racketeer Boss? Oh my god, this bat. I hate this bat so much. I'm going to go for the Racketeer Boss. Meow. I don't know what's meowing. This is actually a cat warrior. Whoopsie. So they get to use the Frostbite, but we still get the ability. And I always want to put it on the Prosperous Innkeeper, because the Prosperous Innkeeper comes in free with this, so that's nice. I guess we'll just put it on the Lunarch Veteran, and also, yeah. Call out White Scry. I guess we can take another land, too. Forsaken Crossroads comes in tapped. I guess we'll just say no. We'll just roll the dice, baby. We'll roll the dice like a Vegas. Feeling lucky today. So let's see if they're running any counters. A little nerve-wracking. We do have the Grinning Ignus. That would have been nice to play with our Racketeer Boss, but I'm going to go for the Prosperous Innkeeper. If they have Jawari, we do get around it. And again, because we do have the treasure token, we get literally just free treasure tokens, which is wonderful. Play the Lunarch Veteran, and again, because of our lovely Racketeer Boss, we get these free. It's basically free because their mana costs just replace themselves. Now we're going to go for Trelasarra the Moon Dancer. Again, keeping that one treasure open for that Jawari. I'm going to keep the land. That one comes in untapped. I think I like that a lot more. Yeah, sure, whatever. We are going to have this Inquisitor Captain, which is going to shuffle up our deck anyway. So it doesn't... As long as we have a land here, that's going to be all I really care about. Galazath Prismari. Okay. Let's drop this for red. We can go for Grinning Ignus, and we can, man, we can put a serious dampening on their day. Should we do this with a Captain? We kind of already have a decent little combo here. Let's go for the Captain. Maybe we can get like a Birgi or something. If we get like Birgi from the Captain, we can unlimited loop this thing again, and we do. We get, oh. I think the Racketeer Boss is better than the Birgi if you have a Grinning Ignus in your hand. So, Racketeer Boss. Nope, we already have the Racketeer Boss. So, ooh, Revels. Yeah, we'll keep the Revels. If we have a Revels and an Ignus, that is literally just game over. Especially because we can give these things, we can just do everything. That's the problem. We have an embarrassment of riches. We're going to swing in here. They probably will just take it. But that's fine. Next turn is so brutal because we can literally go for the Grinning Ignus. And we don't even need the Revels. Like, the Revels is just overkill. We have the basic of the combo here. So they are going to take it. 1227. Smoldering Egg. This card is pretty good. I haven't seen this. This card has not seen too much play lately. I actually might make a deck out of the Smoldering Egg just because it needs a little bit more love. I feel like it's just been like forgotten. And it's a really cool card. So Frostbite. They can Frostbite something, but I don't think that's going to do much. I mean, you can deal with 3 damage. Kill an Inquisitor Captain, but it doesn't really do a whole lot, unfortunately. Okay, so they're going to get rid of our Racketeer Boss, but again, that just not really going to do anything. We can drop this Cabaretti Revels. I'm not going to do that. I think I just want to go for Grinning Ignus, like, over and over and over again. The problem is we can't go for Revels and Ignus. No, we can't do that. Even with the treasure token, we can't do that. Let's go ahead and just do this. I mean, we do have the loop, and we can threaten for lethal with the Trelasarra, the Moon Dancer, so we can pretty much do this unlimited times until we find something that we want. I know this is going to be pretty annoying for the opponent, but like, you know, we're kind of in this to win it, so sorry? So we're just going to keep doing the treasure token, keep getting the loop here. We are going to scry, they know what's coming, and they scoop it up. 80 HD, that's a lot of high definition. I think, yeah, I think we'll keep this is fine. So let's see what we're playing as Island. Okay, I think I'm actually going to probably opt to go double white here. So the Jetmir's Garden is a little bit slow. I think we're just going to go... Yeah, we're going to drop the Lunarch Veteran and we can go for Voice of the Blessed. 99% of the time, it's... Ooh, Fading Hope. So is this like a tempo-y type of deck here? Interesting. They really don't want us to have that turn 1 Lunarch Veteran. That is interesting. Okay. We do get another Voice of the Blessed. I think we're going to play down the Jetmir's Garden and go for the Lunarch Veteran. I want these Voice of the Blessed to be very blessed with the Lunarch Veteran's presence. And we're, I don't know, man, we're not really an aggro deck. We're more of a combo deck, so I'm not really sure which one I prefer here. We're going to go for the Sundown Pass, just so we can play around a Jawari. And we can want to get this Jetmir's Garden down, but divide by 0? Okay, so they're just like... Okay. So I definitely want to put on the gas here a little bit. I think we can go for Inquisitor Captain if they don't play anything. Or if they do play something, because I don't want to get Jawari'd. So the Inquisitor Captain's a little bit rough. I think we can actually go double Voice of the Blessed as well, which is actually pretty awesome. Should we? I think we do. I think we do. We've got 4 men. This is not a typical game. Most of the time, this does not work out this way, but we have enough white sources here. We're going to go for Voice of the Blessed number 1, and we're going to go for Voice of the Blessed number 2. Yeah, we're going to do it. If they have like a board wipe or something, we'll have Inquisitor Captain. Hopefully we don't get Jawari'd here, but it's very possible. They're just going to go for Divide by 0. That makes sense. They're going to get rid of the bigger creature. So, okay. Let's see what they take with the Learn spell here. So they already have an Environmental Sciences. So there's an Introduction to Prophecy. That's actually not that good of a card here, though. I mean, we're going to swing in, do the damage that we can. Yeah, the Introduction to Prophecy, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that good of a card right now. But we'll see what they have. Maybe we don't want to underestimate anybody. So Environmental Sciences, they're going to gain a little bit of life. Hopefully we draw maybe like a Cabaretti Revels. That'd be really cool. Definitely want to get something going on here. Because because I think we're gonna think about like a Teferi. They start getting a little bit control-y. We want chaos and we want firepower now, baby. Choice of Fortune, so they're going to be able to seek 2 cards. If they don't like them, they can just get rid of them, and then they have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. That's pretty good. We do get a Birgi. Ooh, that's pretty good, though. Ooh. The Birgi is pretty good. I think... Do they have counters? They kind of have divide by zeros. Because they have divide by zero, I'm not going to go for like Birgi or anything. I think what we can do... The Birgi is not that wonderful without the Ignus. I think we're going to go for Inquisitor Captain and then just pray that we get like an Ignus or something. And then we have the Birgi, and then we can... it's... I don't know. We'll see. So we do get the Grinning Ignus, which is absolutely wonderful. We do have the loop now. So we do have a Grinning Ignus loop potential with the Birgi. I think we're going to take it. I think we really are. So now we can go for the Grinning Ignus, bring it back. We don't have an unstoppable loop here, so they give us a nice... But here's the problem. It's absolutely possible that they can kill us here, so I'm going to go for the Birgi instead of the Grinning Ignus. Okay. So down to 13, there's a good chance that they kill us, but now we've got a Voice of the Blessed, a Grinning Ignus, and an Inquisitor Captain, just in case they've got like Farewell or Doomscar. So there you go. But we're not out of it now. So we kind of protected ourselves a little bit there from doing that. Just a little bit though. Don't get it twisted. We're still in a not so good spot here. So I think we can go for Inquisitor Captain and Voice of the Blessed. I think that's probably our best move here. So Voice of the Blessed into the Inquisitor Captain. Hopefully we can get like some sort of like Lunarch Veteran, something that gains life. And we actually already have this, so I'm actually going to go for the Lunarch Veteran. Now that we've got the Lunarch Veteran, if they don't have another board wipe, we can go for Grinning Ignus and then just keep, you know, bouncing it back and forth. Get this Voice of the Blessed nice and big, but that's, you know, I don't know. If they've got another board wipe, I don't think we'll be able to recover, unfortunately. So Geist Channeler, okay. So they're going to be able to create a cheaper spell by 2, right? Yeah. So now whatever they have in their hand, they get to choose something. It costs 2 less, which is better than a Doomscar. Another Doomscar just would have put us out of commission, I think. So the Geist Channeler is a little bit better by default. Moon Dancer. I think we just want to do this Grinning Ignus thing, right? We can drop this for this, go for the Moon Dancer, and then we can use Ignus how many times? Another couple times? That's pretty good. I'm actually just going to do it. Let's go for the Moon Dancer so that we can start scrying. So we're going to do some of the life gain, and both of these will go off, which is nice. Another Voice of the Blessed. I think we kind of want to keep that. I think that's just like our best shot to maybe take some more aggro in case they've got like a Wandering Emperor. So they have Discover the Formula. Okay, so that is nerve-wracking here. Reject. Wow. I am salty. I am so salty. Reject for 1, and we just don't have enough. I guess it's our own fault. We committed to the Moon Dancer here. And I'm going to swing in with the Veteran here, because if they block the Veteran, they still have to take 7 damage. So this is the optimal move. Just getting the damage. Again, it's most likely not going to matter if they have more removal up their sleeve, but getting the damage off is more important here. We lose the Veteran. It gains a little bit of life here, but we've already committed to this Voice of the Blessed. I think we're just going to have to keep it. Really unfortunate that reject. Oh my gosh. I guess they could have rejected us the next turn too, so we wouldn't have had a lethal either way, but... Oh, any board wipe is lights out. Pretty much. Maybe not... Maybe we should have dug for an Inquisitor Captain instead of this Voice of the Blessed, because again, the worst case scenario... Hey, it is possible they don't have a board wipe though. If they don't have a board wipe, we'll be okay. But like I said, a board wipe. A Marius Call, wow. Okay. That is interesting. Let's go for the Lunarch Veteran. We're just going to stay aggressive here. And we're going to go for Voice of the Blessed here. What do they do here? They can block us here. Do one chump. Yeah, I think we have to. I think we just kind of have to. This thing has Indestructible, which sucks. So they can just bounce off something here. But these 4/4s, I mean, I guess we're going to at least try to. If they let one of the 5/5s go, we do have lethal with the Luminous Phantom, but I don't think it's going to end up that way. And they're actually going to double block here. That is interesting. So they're going to bounce. They're going to kill the Voice of the Blessed. Okay, we don't have lethal, which is unfortunate. Down to 2, we lose a Voice of the Blessed, but then we get to gain some life here with the Luminous Phantom. Forsaken Crossroads is no good. So one more life gain, Prosperous Innkeeper. I think we're just going to have to put that away. We just need like another Inquisitor Captain or something. It's pretty much just comes down to a board wipe. If we have a board wipe against us, we're definitely going bye-bye. If not, it looks like we're probably going to sneak this out, but they are running Doomscar. Oof, not sitting comfortable here. They've got 4 cards that we can't see here. Introduction to Prophecy can actually search out. Yeah, they can search out a Doomscar with the Introduction to Prophecy too. So they're going to do just that. I was just talking crap about this card, and they're. Oof. So let's see what they scry here. If they put anything on top. No, okay, 2 bottom. Wow, that is awesome. That means we have a shot. Oh my gosh, Choice of Fortunes. They are searching for answers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess they could have like a Wandering Emperor. They can't Doomscar because they didn't foretell it. We take it. Wow. Sulkim 66. How are we doing here? We're gonna keep this. Did I go first or second? I actually didn't even look. Or well, I did look. I just don't remember. We are going second. Clearwater Pathway, Murkwater Pathway. So, oh, Duress. That is not going to cut it because I am not running non-creatures. Or at least have one in my hand right now. I definitely am running a few non-creatures. Well, just one of the Revels, right? Okay. Either way, I think we'll drop this just so that we can get into our Prosperous Innkeeper on time. We actually have a pretty good hand here, so. The Duress is a no-go. Let's see what else they got for us here. They can have a Jawari. That's a little annoying, don't you think? We're going to have to use one of those Forsaken Crossroads for green just to get the Prosperous Innkeeper out because this does not provide us with green. Untap. And yeah, we want to go for Innkeeper or the Racketeer Boss. The Racketeer Boss is not really that amazing right now. I guess we'll just go for the Prosperous Innkeeper. So no Jawari. We get it to resolve and life's pretty good for now. For now. They do seem to be kind of control-y, so gotta watch out for that. Shipwreck Marsh. I'm just trying to think of what do we want to do for our next turn. There's a lot of different things we can do with what we have going on right now. So another Duress. Well, hey, fool me once, fool me twice. I don't know. That's. So they use another Duress to no avail, which you gotta love. I'm gonna go for the Moon Dancer here. No. I think at this point we want to go for the Racketeer Boss. So there's 2 things that happen here. We get the Innkeeper to replace itself for free, which is nice. So let's go for white. And then we can go for the Prosperous Innkeeper, and then we get 2 treasures from this. So 1 when it casts, and then 1 when it enters the battlefield. And then we're going to go for Trelasarra the Moon Dancer. And we get another treasure token. I actually just forgot about that, but now we get to scry a couple times, which is nice. We're going to search for either an Ignus. No. Either an Ignus or a Revels. We don't get them. That's okay. Let's see if our opponent is running Path to Peril, because see, a Meat Hook doesn't take care of the entire board, but a Path to Peril does, and I'm a little nervous about that. Just got a funny feeling. So they're actually just going to Hogramauling that. Wow. Okay. At this point, I think I want to use the Horn of Bounty. I think I'm going to do it. I think I am. Let's go ahead and drop this for white. We definitely need a lot of white in this deck here. I'm going to drop Harmfell, Horn of Bounty. The Birgi is no good without the Grinning Ignus, so I think I just want to resolve this. And then we can discard a card, exile the top 2 cards, and then you may play those this turn, which is a little scary because it has to be this turn. The Inquisitor Captain is decent, but I guess we're kind of hedging our bets here against some sort of meat hook or something. I don't know. I think getting this Born of... They could be running Divide by 0, which would really... Ooh, that would suck. Because we did invest 5 mana and a treasure source to play this Born of Bounty. So a Divide by 0 on this thingy would really be brutal. So they're not going to play anything. Wow, this is interesting. We do get a Devilish Valet. I'm liking the Valet here. Let's go ahead and drop the Valet. We can't do any, like, you know, anything really that cool right now. But let's swing in here. Down to 8. And I think we want to keep the Forsaken Crossroads. Maybe we can use that for the Horn of Bounty. We're kind of a little bit not great here. But again, this Devilish Valet is going to take it. That was weird. The opponent didn't really play much, but okay.